Let me begin by saying something simple yet powerful. I believe in myself. And now say it again. I believe in myself. And one more time. I believe in myself. Belief is the unseen force that shapes our reality. It's not just a passing thought or a fleeting emotion. It is the foundation upon which everything else is built. When we believe in ourselves, we unlock the potential to achieve things that might seem impossible to others. The power of belief is the first step to making the abstract real, the intangible tangible, and the impossible possible. Whether we're pursuing a dream, tackling a challenge, or facing adversity, belief is the engine that propels us forward. From the moment we wake up in morning to the time we go to bed, we are constantly engaging with our thoughts and beliefs. What we believe about ourselves and the world around us will directly influence our actions, reactions, and decisions. If you wake up believing that the day will be challenging, then your actions will reflect that belief. You'll approach the day with hesitation, fear, and a sense of struggle. But if you wake up believing that today is an opportunity to grow, to make a difference, or to achieve something meaningful, your actions will be empowered by that belief. Belief is what sets successful people apart from others. It's not necessarily that they have more talent or resources, but rather they possess an unshakable belief in their ability to succeed. Think about the great inventors and visionaries of the world. People like Thomas Edison, Albert Einstein, or Elon Musk. What drove them to keep pushing boundaries and making breakthroughs? It wasn't just intelligence or financial backing. It was a deep, unwavering belief in their vision. They believed in their ideas even when others doubted them, even when the odds were stacked against them. In fact, their belief became the driving force behind their innovation, and without that belief, their contributions to the world might never have come to fruition. This belief is not just about having confidence in your skills or knowledge. It's about having a profound understanding that you can overcome whatever challenges lie in front of you. It's about seeing obstacles as temporary setbacks rather than permanent barriers. Belief allows you to transform problems into opportunities for growth, failure into lessons, and hardships into stepping stones. It's this mindset that separates those who stay stuck in their comfort zones from those who reach for something greater. When we doubt ourselves, we limit our potential. Self-doubt creates mental barriers that prevent us from taking action. We second-guess ourselves, hesitate to take risks, and hold back from seizing opportunities. But belief has the opposite effect. It expands our horizons. When we believe in ourselves, we're more likely to take risks, push beyond our limits, and chase after goals that others might consider unattainable. Consider the countless stories of people who achieved incredible feats simply because they believed in the possibility of success. A person with a belief in themselves will take the first step, even if the path ahead seems unclear. Whether it's starting a new business, writing a book, or running a marathon, belief is what gets you to that first step and what keeps you going even when the going gets tough. It makes you persistent, it makes you resilient, and ultimately it makes you unstoppable. The beauty of belief is that it doesn't require perfection. You don't have to be the best, the smartest, or the most talented. All you need is the conviction that you can do it. That's where the magic lies. Belief allows you to fail without feeling defeated because it gives you the strength to try again, to learn, and to improve. It is this cycle of believing, failing, learning, and growing that leads to true success. But belief isn't just about thinking you can. It's about acting on that belief with persistence and determination. It's about being proactive, seeking out opportunities, and taking steps toward your goals. It's about making decisions that reflect the confidence you have in your ability to create the life you desire. When you believe in yourself, your actions will align with that belief. Over time, you will begin to see doors opening in front of you, doors that you may have once thought were closed for good. In the end, belief is not just a mental exercise, it's a way of life. It's the fuel that powers your dreams, the foundation that supports your ambitions, and the strength that enables you to overcome obstacles. Without belief, there are no doors to open, but with belief, all doors become possible. Self Doubt is a powerful and often paralyzing force that can hold us back from achieving our true potential. It whispers to us that we're not good enough, that we aren't capable, or that we don't deserve success. It's an internal voice that often speaks louder than our own aspirations and dreams, casting a shadow over our confidence and our ability to move forward. While everyone experiences self-doubt from time to time, how we respond to it determines whether we remain stuck or break free and reach for our goals. Overcoming self-doubt is not about erasing it entirely, but about learning how to manage it, challenge it, and use it as fuel for growth. The first step in overcoming self-doubt is recognizing that it is a natural part of being human. No one is immune to feelings of insecurity or uncertainty. Whether you're starting a new project, stepping into a new role, or pursuing a new dream, doubt can creep in and make you question your abilities. But the key to overcoming self-doubt is understanding that these feelings do not define who you are. Doubt is just a feeling, not a fact. It's an emotion that can be managed and redirected. One of the most important ways to overcome self-doubt is to reframe the way we think about failure. Too often, we let the fear of failure stop us from taking action. We tell ourselves that failure is the end, that it means we're not good enough, or that we're not capable. But the truth is, failure is not the opposite of success. It is a part of success. Every person who has achieved greatness has failed many times before. Failure is not a reflection of your worth. It's simply an opportunity to learn, grow, and improve. Instead of seeing failure as something to avoid, see it as a stepping stone that brings you closer to your goals. Each time you fail and get back up, you're proving to yourself that you have the resilience to keep going, and that is far more valuable than avoiding failure. Altogether, another way to overcome self-doubt is to challenge the negative thoughts that fuel it. Our minds are often filled with limiting beliefs that we've picked up over time, whether from past experiences, other people's opinions, or societal expectations. These beliefs can hold us back and create an inner dialogue that constantly undermines our confidence. The next time you catch yourself thinking, "I'm not good enough," or "I can't do this," challenge that thought. Ask yourself, is this really true? What evidence do I have that I can't succeed? Often, you'll find that the negative thoughts you have about yourself are based on assumptions or fears rather than facts. By questioning these thoughts and replacing them with positive, empowering beliefs, you can begin to shift your mindset and build the confidence needed to move forward. It's also important to remember that overcoming self-doubt requires self-compassion. We tend to be our harshest critics, holding ourselves to impossibly high standards. When we make mistakes or don't achieve something as quickly as we hoped, we can fall into a cycle of self-criticism that only deepens our doubt. Instead of beating yourself up, practice treating yourself with kindness and understanding. Acknowledge that you're doing the best you can and that growth takes time. Self-compassion helps you to be patient with yourself and keeps you from spiraling into a cycle of negativity. Another effective strategy for overcoming self-doubt is surrounding yourself with supportive people who believe in you. When you're struggling with doubt, it can be incredibly helpful to have others who remind you of your strengths, your potential, and your accomplishments. Sometimes just hearing someone else express confidence in you can help you see yourself in a new light. Seek out mentors, friends, or family members who can offer encouragement and perspective when your self-doubt starts to creep in. They can help you see beyond the limitations you've placed on yourself and remind you of your capabilities. Lastly, take action despite your doubt. The best way to break free from the grip of self-doubt is to take small steps toward your goals, even when you're unsure of yourself. Every time you take action, no matter how small, you prove to yourself that you are capable. Each success, even the smallest one, helps to build your confidence and diminish the power of self-doubt. It's often the act of doing that silences the negative voice in our heads and helps us realize that we are far more capable than we give ourselves credit for. Overcoming self-doubt is a process, not an event. requires consistent effort, self-awareness, and a willingness to challenge the negative thoughts that hold us back. The journey is not always easy, but it is incredibly rewarding. As you begin to overcome your self-doubt, you'll find that you become more confident, more resilient, and more willing to pursue the things that once seemed out of reach. The key is to keep moving forward, even when doubt tries to stop you, and to believe in your ability to succeed, no matter the obstacles in your way. Belief is often described as the master key that unlocks the door to every opportunity in life. It is the invisible force that drives us to take action, push boundaries, and achieve things that once seemed impossible. Without belief, nothing truly transformative can happen. It is belief that fuels our ambitions, sustains us through hardships, and gives us the courage to pursue our dreams, no matter how far out of reach they may seem. It's not simply about having faith in the outcome, but having the deep-rooted conviction that the journey itself is worth taking, regardless of the challenges we may face. When we talk about belief as a master key, we refer to the power it has to open doors to new opportunities. Every significant achievement begins with a belief that something can be done, a belief that success is possible, or a belief that change can occur. This belief doesn't necessarily mean that you have all the answers or know exactly how to reach your destination. But it does mean that you are willing to take the first step and trust that through your efforts things will unfold. Without this initial belief, people often find themselves stuck, paralyzed by indecision or fear of failure. Belief propels you to act, to keep going, even when the path ahead is unclear or the odds seem against you. Think about some of the most iconic figures in history, whether they are entrepreneurs, inventors, leaders, or creators. People like Steve Jobs, Oprah Winfrey, or Martin Luther King Jr. All of them achieved greatness, not because they were without doubt or fear, but because they believed in something bigger than themselves. Steve Jobs believed that technology could change the world, Oprah believed that her voice could uplift others, and Martin Luther King Jr. believed that the world could be a more just and equal place. They all faced tremendous obstacles, but their belief in their purpose and vision gave them the resilience to keep moving forward, even when the challenges seemed insurmountable. Belief was the fuel that kept them going, and it was this belief that unlocked the doors of possibility for them. In the same way, belief acts as a catalyst for anyone who desires to make progress in their life. It is the mental foundation that shapes how we see the world and how we perceive the challenges that come our way. When we truly believe in ourselves and our abilities, we approach problems with a mindset that is solution-focused rather than defeatist. This shift in perspective opens doors to creative thinking, innovative solutions, and new ways of tackling obstacles. It allows us to see opportunities where others might only see barriers. The power of belief extends far beyond personal achievements. It also influences how we interact with the world around us. When you believe in the possibilities, you radiate confidence and inspire those around you. People are naturally drawn to those who have a strong sense of purpose and belief in what they are doing. This magnetic energy can open doors not only in your personal life, but also in your professional relationships. When you believe in yourself, others are more likely to believe in you, and this can lead to collaborations, partnerships, and support that further fuel your success. Belief is also essential when it comes to overcoming adversity. Life is rarely smooth sailing, and setbacks are inevitable. But when you believe in yourself and your ability to bounce back from failure, setbacks lose their power. Every obstacle becomes an opportunity to learn, grow, and become better. People who embrace belief as their master key don't let temporary defeats define them. Instead, they use those experiences to strengthen their resolve and push forward. Belief allows you to see failure not as a permanent condition, but as a detour on the road to success. Belief is not a one-time action. It is something that needs to be nurtured and reinforced daily. It's easy to believe in yourself when things are going well, but it's in the face of adversity that belief truly proves its worth. Practicing self-belief involves reminding yourself regularly of your strengths, accomplishments, and capabilities. It means setting small goals and celebrating your progress along the way. As your belief grows, so does your capacity to take on bigger challenges and embrace greater opportunities. Belief is also deeply intertwined with perseverance. When you believe in your ability to succeed, you don't give up at the first sign of difficulty. You keep going because you know that your belief in yourself will carry you through tough times. It's this perseverance that separates those who succeed from those who quit too early. When belief becomes the master key to success, it unlocks doors of possibility that you may have once thought were closed forever. At its core, belief is the fuel that propels you forward. It is what transforms dreams into tangible results. It is what opens doors you never knew existed and leads you to places you thought were beyond your reach. Without belief, you may never take the first step toward your goals, and without that first step, no door will ever open. But with belief as your guide, every door becomes an opportunity, and every challenge is just another chance to prove that you have the strength and determination to succeed. Fear is a natural, instinctive response to the unknown, to potential danger, or to situations that challenge our comfort zones. It can feel paralyzing, overwhelming, and even immobilizing, leading many to avoid taking risks or stepping into new opportunities. But fear, when understood and reframed, has the potential to become a powerful catalyst for growth and transformation. The key to overcoming fear lies not in trying to eliminate it, but in learning to transform it into an opportunity for personal and professional development. The first step in transforming fear into opportunity is recognizing that fear is not necessarily a sign that something is wrong or that you should avoid a situation. In many cases, fear is simply a natural response to stepping outside of your comfort zone. It's the mind's way of warning you that you are venturing into unfamiliar territory where success is not guaranteed. But instead of seeing fear as something to be avoided, we can begin to see it as a signal that we are about to engage with something meaningful, something that has the potential to stretch our capabilities and take us to the next level. Fear, in this sense, is a sign of growth rather than a barrier to it. One of the most powerful ways to transform fear into opportunity is by shifting your perspective. Instead of seeing fear as something negative, try to view it as a challenge to overcome. When we're afraid, we often focus on what could go wrong, imagining worst-case scenarios that may never happen. However, if we shift our focus to what could go right, we open ourselves up to the possibility of success. Fear, in this case, becomes a prompt to look at a situation more critically and strategically. It pushes us to evaluate our options, plan our actions, and approach the challenge with more intention and preparedness. When fear motivates us to act with purpose, it becomes a powerful tool for growth. Another way to transform fear into opportunity is by embracing vulnerability. Fear often arises when we feel exposed, uncertain, or out of control. Yet, vulnerability is often where the greatest opportunities for growth lie. By allowing ourselves to be vulnerable, we open the door to authentic connections, new experiences, and the chance to learn and evolve. Vulnerability helps us recognize that it's okay not to have all the answers or to be uncertain about the outcome. In fact, it is through vulnerability that we build resilience. When we acknowledge our fears and still move forward, we prove to ourselves that we are capable of handling the unknown and taking on challenges that may once have seemed insurmountable. Fear also teaches us valuable lessons about ourselves. When we face our fears head on, we often discover strengths and abilities that we didn't know we had. We learn that we are more capable of handling difficult situations than we give ourselves credit for. Each time we push through fear, we build confidence in our ability to cope with adversity. This newfound self-awareness empowers us to take on more significant challenges in the future. Fear, in this sense, becomes a teacher, helping us develop the courage and resilience needed to navigate life's uncertainties with grace and strength. In addition to personal growth, fear can be a catalyst for innovation. Many of the world's greatest inventions and breakthroughs have come from individuals who were willing to take risks in the face of fear. Whether it's launching a new business, exploring uncharted territories, or developing revolutionary technologies, innovation often requires stepping into the unknown. Fear of failure may loom large, but those who are willing to embrace it and push through it are the ones who create lasting change. Fear drives us to find creative solutions, think outside the box, and challenge the status quo. In this way, fear transforms into an opportunity to innovate, to make an impact, and to leave a legacy. Turning fear into opportunity also involves taking action despite feeling afraid. It's easy to get stuck in the paralysis of analysis, endlessly thinking about what could go wrong, but the real transformation happens when we take that first step. Action is the antidote to fear. It doesn't mean jumping blindly into a situation, but it does mean moving forward with a sense of purpose, even in the face of uncertainty. By taking action, we build momentum, which in turn reduces the power of fear over time. The more we act, the more we learn, and the more we prove to ourselves that fear does not have the power to control our choices. Fear can be an opportunity to develop a growth mindset. When we see fear as an opportunity for learning rather than a threat, we open ourselves up to new possibilities. A growth mindset encourages us to see challenges as opportunities to develop our skills, expand our knowledge, and grow as individuals. It encourages us to embrace discomfort because we understand that it is through discomfort that we evolve. Fear, in this context, becomes a companion on the journey of self-improvement, reminding us that the road to success is rarely linear, but always filled with opportunities for growth. Transforming fear into opportunity is about reframing our response to fear and taking conscious steps to face it. By shifting our mindset, embracing vulnerability, and taking action, we can turn fear from an obstacle into a stepping stone toward personal growth, innovation, and success. Fear does not have to hold us back. It can propel us forward into new and exciting realms of possibility. The key is to view fear not as a stop sign, but as a signal to move, learn, and grow. When we do, we unlock the doors to opportunities we never imagined were within our reach. Affirmations are simple, positive statements that can significantly influence the way we think, feel, and act. They are a tool for reshaping our internal dialogue and creating an empowering mindset. The power of affirmation lies in the way it reprograms our subconscious mind, helping us to focus on positive thoughts, shift our attitudes, and build the confidence necessary to achieve our goals. Empowerment through affirmation is about taking control of our beliefs and reinforcing them with words that affirm our strengths, abilities, and potential for success. At the core of affirmation is the idea that our thoughts and beliefs shape our reality. If we continuously focus on negative thoughts, doubt, and fear, we reinforce a mindset of limitation. However, when we consciously choose to affirm our strengths, skills, and desires, we cultivate a mindset of possibility, optimism, and self-belief. This shift in mindset doesn't happen overnight, but with consistent practice, affirmations can gradually replace self-doubt with confidence and empowerment. One of the most powerful aspects of affirmation is its ability to change the way we perceive ourselves. Many of us carry internal narratives filled with criticism and self-judgment, often influenced by past experiences, societal expectations, or the opinions of others. These negative self-perceptions can limit our potential, preventing us from reaching for the success and happiness we deserve. Affirmations help break the cycle of negativity by offering a new, positive perspective. For example, instead of thinking "I am not good enough," affirmations like "I am worthy of success," or "I have the skills and talents to succeed," replace those limiting beliefs with empowering ones. Repeating these positive statements over time helps to reshape the way we see ourselves and our potential. The process of using affirmations can also serve as a tool for overcoming fear and doubt. Fear often arises when we question our abilities or fear failure, and it can paralyze us into inaction. Affirmations can counteract these fears by providing us with a sense of reassurance and self-assurance. When we tell ourselves, "I am capable of handling challenges," or "I trust in my ability to succeed," we begin to dismantle the mental barriers that hold us back. These affirmations create an inner strength that allows us to move forward despite our fears, knowing that we have the resilience and skills to overcome obstacles. Affirmations help to strengthen our sense of self-worth and self-love in a world that often places external conditions on our worth. Whether it's achieving certain goals, meeting societal standards, or gaining approval from others, it can be easy to lose sight of our intrinsic value. Affirmations serve as a reminder that we are valuable simply because we exist. Statements like "I am deserving of love and respect," or "I honor my worth and abilities," reinforce the belief that we do not need to meet external expectations to feel good about ourselves. This sense of intrinsic worth is empowering because it shifts the focus from external validation to self-acceptance, creating a foundation for personal growth and fulfillment. Affirmations also play a crucial role in manifesting our goals and desires. By repeatedly affirming what we want to achieve, we align our thoughts and energy with our intentions. For instance, if we affirm, "I am building a successful career," we are not only reinforcing our desire, but also activating the mindset necessary to take steps toward that goal. Affirmations help us stay focused on our objectives, maintaining a positive outlook even when faced with setbacks. The process of repetition allows us to internalize our goals and strengthens our belief in their eventual manifestation. This alignment of thoughts and actions makes us more likely to take the necessary steps and make the decisions that lead to success. The power of affirmations is also evident in how they influence our actions and behavior. Our thoughts and beliefs directly impact the way we approach challenges, interact with others, and make decisions. When we affirm our capabilities and potential, we are more likely to take bold actions, trust our instincts, and seek out opportunities that align with our values and goals. Affirmations build the inner confidence necessary to take risks and step outside of our comfort zones, areas where growth and opportunity often lie. For example, by affirming, "I am confident in my abilities," we not only believe in ourselves more, but also take action that reflects that belief, whether it's applying for a new job, launching a business, or pursuing a creative project. An important aspect of empowerment through affirmation is the practice of consistency. Repetition is key to embedding these positive statements into our subconscious mind. At first, affirmations might feel unnatural, especially if our internal narrative has been dominated by negative thoughts for years. But with consistent practice, they become more integrated into our daily mindset. The more we repeat positive affirmations, the more they become part of our belief system, gradually replacing negative self-talk with empowering thoughts. Over time, affirmations can transform our overall outlook on life, boosting our self-esteem, resilience, and ability to take on challenges. Empowerment through affirmation also extends beyond personal development. It can improve our relationships, our careers, and our general sense of happiness. As we affirm our worth, our abilities, and our dreams, we begin to radiate that confidence to those around us. People are naturally drawn to individuals who are self-assured and positive, and this energy can create opportunities for collaboration, connection, and support. Affirmations empower us to create the life we desire, not through mere wishful thinking, but by aligning our thoughts, beliefs, and actions with our true potential. Affirmation is a powerful tool for personal empowerment. By consistently affirming our strengths, abilities, and desires, we reshape our internal dialogue and create a mindset of possibility, confidence, and self-worth. Through affirmation, we not only transform our own self-beliefs but also align ourselves with our goals, helping us take bold actions toward success. Empowerment through affirmation is an ongoing practice, one that requires commitment and consistency, but its impact on our lives can be truly transformative. Belief is a powerful force that can propel individuals to achieve extraordinary feats, often against the odds. Throughout history, there are countless examples of people who believed in themselves, their ideas, and their vision, leading them to accomplish remarkable things. These real-life examples serve as powerful reminders that belief is not only a source of strength, but also a catalyst for success. Belief can overcome challenges, inspire innovation, and transform dreams into reality. One of the most iconic examples of belief in action is the story of Thomas Edison, the inventor of the electric light bulb. Edison's journey to creating the light bulb was not a smooth or easy one. He faced countless failures, with many of his early attempts failing to produce a functional bulb. It is said that Edison tried thousands of different materials for the filament, all of which proved unsuccessful. Despite repeated setbacks, Edison never gave up. He firmly believed that he could find a way to light the world. His perseverance and belief in his ability to solve the problem eventually paid off, leading to one of the most significant inventions in modern history. Edison's story demonstrates that belief, paired with resilience and determination, can turn failure into success. His famous quote, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work," encapsulates the power of belief to persevere through difficulty. Another example of belief in action is that of Oprah Winfrey, a media mogul and philanthropist who rose from humble beginnings to become one of the most influential women in the world. Oprah's early life was marked by hardship, including poverty, abuse, and racism. Yet she believed in her own potential and had an unwavering conviction that she could rise above her circumstances. Despite facing numerous challenges in her career, including being told she was unfit for television, Oprah remained steadfast in her belief that she could make a difference through her voice and platform. She transformed the television industry with her talk show and became a powerful advocate for social change and personal empowerment. Oprah's success is a testament to the transformative power of belief, showing that even in the face of adversity, holding onto your vision and trusting in your ability to create change can lead to extraordinary success. Similarly, the story of Steve Jobs, the co-founder of Apple, offers another compelling example of belief. Jobs was known for his relentless passion and belief in the potential of technology to change the world. Early in his career, he faced rejection and failure, including being ousted from Apple, the company he had founded. However, Jobs never lost faith in his vision. He went on to create NeXT, a new company that developed revolutionary technology, and eventually returned to Apple, where he led the company to unprecedented success with innovations like the iPhone, iPod, and iPad. Jobs' belief in the power of innovation, his ability to see the potential in technology before anyone else, and his unwavering commitment to creating products that would change the way people lived are hallmarks of his extraordinary career. His story is a testament to how belief in a vision, combined with resilience and innovation, can lead to groundbreaking success. The story of J.K. Rowling, author of the Harry Potter series, is another inspiring example of belief in action. Before becoming one of the world's best-selling authors, Rowling was a struggling single mother living on welfare. She faced numerous rejections from publishers, with many telling her that her writing was not suitable for children. Despite these setbacks, Rowling believed in her story and her characters. She continued to pursue her dream of seeing Harry Potter on the shelves of bookstores, and eventually a publisher took a chance on her manuscript. The rest, as they say, is history. The Harry Potter series became a global phenomenon, and Rowling's belief in herself and her writing transformed her life in ways she had once only dreamed of. Her story is a reminder that even in the face of rejection and hardship, unwavering belief in your craft and your vision can lead to success beyond your wildest dreams. In the world of sports, Michael Jordan's journey is a prime example of how belief can fuel greatness. Jordan, widely regarded as one of the greatest basketball players of all time, was once cut from his high school basketball team. Despite this early setback, Jordan's belief in his own abilities never wavered. He worked tirelessly to improve his skills, pushing himself to the limits and proving his doubters wrong. His belief in his potential drove him to become a six-time NBA champion and a global icon. Jordan's story teaches us that belief in oneself, even in the face of rejection or failure, is essential for achieving greatness. These real-life examples demonstrate that belief is not just an abstract concept, but a tangible force that can shape destinies. Whether it's in the world of innovation, entertainment, sports, or personal achievement, belief empowers individuals to push past obstacles, defy expectations, and realize their fullest potential. The common thread among these stories is that belief in oneself or in a vision can transform challenges into stepping stones toward success. What sets these individuals apart is not just their talent, but their ability to persevere and stay true to their beliefs, no matter how difficult the journey. Belief also has the power to inspire others. When we see someone achieve greatness despite the odds, it serves as a reminder that we, too, have the power to overcome our own challenges. The stories of Edison, Oprah, Jobs, Rowling, and Jordan are not just about their individual success, but about the belief that anyone can achieve their dreams if they hold onto their vision, work tirelessly, and refuse to give up. These real-life examples show that belief is not just a passive feeling, but an active force that shapes our lives and the world around us.